Hello students, today we will write the program of function. Theory portion we have already done. CBSE has already given you the practical list. Now we will start with the practical portion. We have already seen how it runs. Now how to write in copy, that also you know. Let us see it once. Now in this function program, what we are doing, we are using passing all as argument. First one is design a calculator. So for that we will pass two arguments, two numbers, and then we will design a calculator. Next will be check divisibility of two numbers. For checking the divisibility, you will require two numbers as argument, and you will use if here. Checking means if first number is divisible by second number. So if we will use. So after going through the question, you have to understand what you have to use. Next is sum of even numbers within a range. Whenever a range is given and you have to add all the even numbers, we will use for. So here for loop we will use. Next is a reverse a number. So for reversing a number, we will require here a while loop. Next is prime numbers in a list. So in a list, which all are the prime numbers that we will print. Next is replace vowels with @ in a given string. So a string we will pass an argument, and if there are vowels, it will be replaced by @. Next is maximum number in a given tuple. So a tuple will pass an as argument, and maximum in that tuple, that is the highest value we have to print. Then we will search a key in a given dictionary. So a dictionary we will pass an argument, and we will search a key. If the key is present, it will show its value that it is present in the dictionary, else it is not present in the dictionary. Now logic. For the first program, what is the logic? We will take two numbers from the user, and using the operators, arithmetic operators, we will create a calculator. Second one, we will take two numbers. So logic you all know. Let us see the program. So theoretically you have to write the logic. So here you have seen the function. For function we use def keyword and name of the function. In bracket all the arguments we will write, and the colon sign is there. So here name of the function is calculator this is, and it is printing the sum of the two numbers, difference, product, and quotient is printing. Now the second one, whether the first number is divisible by second number. So we have used here if, and else means it is not divisible. Third one, sum of even numbers. We have used here a for loop from the start value till the end value. End value is always as +1, and these values are taken from the user in the main program. So when we will go to the main program, you will see that everything is entered by the user. So it is user friendly, plus it is menu driven, and we are using functions here. So here if it is divisible by 2, it will be added. Now next is reverse of any number. So using while loop, you will simply take out the remainder. When you divide by 10, the last digit is collected here and given to this reverse variable. So one by one digits from the end will be collected here, and the quotient will be stored here. So it is returning. Whichever is returning there in the main program, a variable will be collecting this value, and then the printing will be done in the main program where it is called. Whereas whichever is printing here will print here only. It is not returning the print programs. Wherever we are using print, it is not returning. Next is in a list the prime elements. So in a list we have passed here a list. For loop we are using to collect one by one element from the list. Then using this prime program, we are checking it is prime or not, and we are printing the prime numbers. Next is vowels. We have to replace by @. So a string is passed as argument. If it is vowel, it is replaced by @. Next, in tuple, the maximum value is printed in the tuple. Next is your dictionary. So how it is being used here, like a dictionary is given here, n input, enter key to search. Now from the dictionary, one by one key it will check. If it is present in the dictionary, then it will print it is present, else it is not present. So what happens, now we are writing the main program. So here menu you have displayed. When you will execute, it will first show you the menu, and then it will ask you your choice. If your choice is 1, then it will execute the first one, which is a calculator. So here you have seen two values you're taking from the user and you have called here calc. So when you will call calc, what will happen? It will go to the first one, that is here, and it will display here the calculation of two variables. So you are taking the two numbers from the user and you are displaying the calculator. Second one is divisible, first number is divisible by second number. So here two numbers you have taken from the user and you have called the function div, where you have passed the two arguments. The third one is sum of all the even numbers. So here a range is given using for, and now here, since the function was returning a value, returning the sum of even numbers, a variable should be here to collect the values and to print the values. So this one, because it was returning, here a variable is there. Next question is reverse in a using while loop. So this was a number you have taken and you have called the function here rev, and it is reversing the number. Suppose it is 1 2 3 4. If n1 is 1 2 3 4 entered by the user, so it will simply return 4321 to k and it will print the reverse of the number 4321. Next is a list. So you are passing the list, and in now here you can see it is a user friendly program. A empty list is there and you have asked how many numbers are there in the list. Then one by one for loop you have used, you are taking the numbers and you are appending in the list. So how you have created the list? By taking one by one number and you are appending in the list. Now prime elements of the list, this was your program. So this list you have passed, and in that program it was checking one by one element of the list, it was collecting, it was checking it is prime or not, and it was printing there itself. Next is to replace the vowels by using @. So in this string you can see we are simply calling, so there only it was replacing and it was printing. Next is a tuple. So in this tuple, the maximum element of the tuple you have to print. So tuple you have passed as argument, and the maximum element after calculating it is returning here, you are printing it here. So this shows how return statement functions. Now dictionary you have created here, and then you are calling the function. In that function which you have written above, it was checking with the key that which one you want to search, and if it was available, that key was available, it was showing it is there in the dictionary. Now this is user friendly, so again and again it will show the menu and it will do its task. So this is the output of your program. It will show the menu first, and then if your choice is 1, it will take the two numbers and it is printing here the calculation of those two numbers. So it was a calculator. Next one, if do you want to continue, 1 for yes. So here if you press 1, again it will show you the menu. So again the menu should be written, and then enter your choice. So if the choice is 2, then it will ask two numbers and it will display whether the first number is divisible by second number. Then sum of even numbers in the given range, start and stop value was given. The next one was reverse of the number. So a number you will enter and the reverse of the number it will show. Next one, a list you have created, you have passed the list and all the prime elements of the list it is showing here. Next question was a string you will pass, and wherever vowels was there it is replacing with @. So it will search for the vowels and it will replace, in place of the vowels @ will come. Now in a tuple it will display the maximum element of the tuple here, and the last one was dictionary. So a dictionary you have created, it was already there in that, and you are searching a key value Sumit. If Sumit is present in the dictionary, it will show it is present in this. So this is the end of your program. So here when exit command you can write here. So if you write import sys, and at the end for this you write if the menu is the last menu if you give, and sys.exit or thank you. So here at the end it will print thank you also. So this is also correct. Do you want to continue? No. So all the programs it has displayed, when you are entering here 0, it is simply coming out of the program. So very well written. This program is, now you note down in your copy, this is the practical of function. Now first unit starts with function, So we will write this, then we will do the recursion program. So in the next video I will show you all the recursion programs, which how you have to write in your practical copy, that also I will show you. Clear? So this is over. Now other practical lists are also given. I will show you in the next video. So thank you.